Hi everybody, I'm back with another tutorial. Today what I'm going to make is the template called Handbag by My Time Made Easy, and I'll put the link down below so that you know where I found it. And this is the instruction package that you actually download with your template, and it gives you step-by-step instructions. And it's all colored, as you can see, so that it makes it really easy to figure out. They're very detailed. You can figure out exactly what to do. I've never made this before, so this is going to be my first time. So we will just get started. Okay, the first step is that you take the, I cut out this pattern with my Cricut. I used the SVG file. It came in too big. It came in at 13 some inches. And this template's actually supposed to be 10.5 inches tall. So in order to get that height, I needed to reduce it by 80%. So if you put it on the 80% mark, then that will be the size that you need. Okay? So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is the one side piece in whichever color you're going to do. And then the pieces we're going to work on now are the two side pieces. And then there's a bottom piece. So there's two sides and one bottom. And this is how you're going to have to do it. There will be, I accidentally scored down here. You won't see it when we put it together, but you need to score it. There's a funny looking tab right here. And there'll be little tick marks that come off on your machine so you'll know where to score it. Mine just didn't go through real deep, so I just made a mistake. Anyways, so you're going to score right across that line. On the right side of the paper is where you're going to put your adhesive down the sides. And you'll do that for both side pieces. And then there's a bottom piece. It has two tabs on the end and then the little teeth on the sides. You will put score tape on all four sides. You'll need to actually score all four sides also. So the first thing that we do is we're going to do the side piece. And we'll take off the backing on the score tape. And then I'm going to, I should have probably done this before I took the backing off, but I'm going to bend the sides over to make it easier. And we're going to start with this top piece first, where the fold is. And you'll see why. Actually, what you're going to do is you're going to put the fold, where this fold is here, you're going to put that right next to where the curve is, or where the curve starts on the purse. Can you see that? Right where the curve starts. So right here is where the fold's going to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it as it goes around. You kind of have to have like 3 hands. Okay, I'm going to bend it around so that it actually follows the line. You can see where the bend follows the line of the purse. So if it curves, then you curve your paper to go with it. And it brings you all the way down. I am horrible about keeping this in shot. I'm so sorry. Okay, so there's the one side. You can see how that's put together right there. Okay, and then we'll take the other side and do the exact same thing. Only this time I'm going to be a little bit smarter. And wait, do I have the right side? Nope, I don't. Okay, I'm going to leave the score tape backing on the one side I'm not using. I can take that off later and then I don't have to worry about 2 sticky sides. Okay. And then we'll do the same thing on this side as we did on the other side. So we're going to line up where the fold is. There we go, where the curve is of the purse. And then follow the curve around. And on the back side, on the inside as I'm doing this, I'm actually holding the tabs to press them down so that when it goes around the curve, it's actually holding those tabs in. All right, there we go. See how easy that was? Very, very good. So we have one end done and the other side done. And then now we're going to do the bottom piece. Okay, I've taken the adhesive off the one side and I've taken it off the tab right here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to attach the tab to this side of the fabric. And I'm going to line up the tab, and I'm also going to line up this bottom piece too, because it also has to be in the right place. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing that we did on the sides, follow it all the way around. And this is where you pray that your cutting machine cuts at the right length. So when it gets to the other side, it meets up at the right. And it does. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to take off this piece on the bottom here, and we're going to line up these tabs. Perfect. That worked out perfectly. All right, so there is the one side of your purse. So I'm going to bend over these folds of all these tabs right here, because the next step that we're going to do is we're going to actually put the side of the purse on. So I'm going to remove all of the sticky adhesive, backing, and it's all right there. And this is going to be important that you make sure that all these tabs are down, because you want to put the other side on. And you want to make sure that you have it lined up pretty good. So I'm going to start with this one side, and I'm not going to really push anything down unless I know it goes exactly where that is. So I'm going to start with this side, and I'm going to push those 4 tabs down because I know that's where it goes. Then I'm going to work my way around. I don't know if you can see how I'm working my way around it. That's just a little harder to reach into. Okay, just turn it over so I could push the sides down on that one side. And then I'm going to also go back over to this side and put these together so that I can control where it's going to end up. Perfect. And then I'm going to follow this around the same as the other side. You can kind of see, you got to put your hand on the inside so you can kind of help it, the little tabs around. Gosh, I hope you can see this. It's really hard to hold it and hold it in the camera view too. And that turned out, okay, now I'm going to push it down on this end so I can just at least adhere all of them really good. And there it is. Oh my gosh, that went together really good. I like that. That's a pretty one. Okay, now we'll get started with the next step. Okay, the next step is that we're going to apply this one backing decorative piece to the other side. And the only reason why I didn't do this beforehand is because in the directions it didn't say to do it beforehand. And I kind of wasn't sure exactly how it was going to work out. The next one that I make, I will definitely do, I will put these pieces on beforehand. I did it on the one side that you see, and we put it together and it went perfectly fine. So I would definitely do that next time, because now what I'm going to come across is, I'm going to have to put my head sort of in here to see how it is. Now I'm going to have to lay this. Oh, that's not too bad. You know what? Either way you want to do it would probably work out perfect. You could do it either ahead of time or afterwards. So there you have your 2 sides. And now I'm going to put the side piece on. And I'm not sure exactly. Yep, that's how it's supposed to go. There's a decorative side piece that gives you an option whether you can do them all in the exact same pattern paper, or you can mix it so that you have the top and then the bottom. And that's what I chose to do. But I wasn't really sure how it was going to come out because I'd never put it together before. And that part of the instructions is not included. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down. So we will put the 2 sides down. And this pattern paper you can also find at My Time Made Easy. I love that they have such great pattern packs, or digital pattern paper, because then you can print out whatever you want. Okay, so I'm ready to do the other side. And on the other side I had a problem, so I had to stop it, but I did not, well, I wasn't even in laying my paper, so I had to pull it up and then re-adhere it, so that works out. Very good. That came out perfect. Okay, and then on the top side, right here, another pattern piece goes. And that's going to be this, this is in the new release in April. And this is the elephant pattern paper for the purse designs. And we just measure that up so it's nice and even. And there's that side. And then we'll do the other side. That looks really good. Okay, then I took these two and I cut them out, and what I did was the way the pattern is, you can separate them, and I cut the insert in the pattern paper and then the outside in the same color as the purse, so that it looked like it was like an inset piece once it's glued together. You'll see what I mean when we get it all put together. I noticed on Lauren's design that she did, I really liked it, and I thought, oh, I'd like to have that same design. So I'm going to lay this down here, and you have to even it up exactly even. Let me get that piece of adhesive in there. Exactly even to what's already there, so it looks like it's not perfect. That's perfect. See, it kind of looks like a little flap there. Isn't that cute? I love that. That is just so cute. Okay, so we'll put the other one on. Try to follow the curve so I can get as close to the edge so I don't have a problem with that. Okay, and then here's this piece. And we'll add that right to the edge so that that one fits. And there we go. Okay, so the next step we're going to do is we're going to put the handles on the bag. And this is my one set of handles. And the other set. And on this side, that side I didn't cut out these pieces right here, so I have to do that and I'll attach them afterwards. You can see on the bag that right where the, I'm hoping you can see, right there where the edge of the curve is where you'll attach it. And then same thing with this one, right on the edge of the curve. Okay, so now that we're done with the handles and pretty much the body of the purse, we will use the strap. This is the latch part that you would see on a purse that would keep it closed. And what you do is you fold it. There's little tick marks. You'll fold it in that way. You put the sticky tape on the back side, because what you're going to do is you're actually going to put it on the inside. I should probably put it this way. On the inside of the back of the purse. And then push it down really good. And then what it'll do is it'll come across the front and it'll have this front piece. And then okay, I'm back everybody with my decorated purse. As you can see, the only thing I've really changed is I took the little buckle and I had put some stickles around it. So I attached that, and I actually pushed that, or I actually attached it with a pop-up so that it wouldn't, you know, just be smushed down onto it. I took a couple of keys and attached them with a little chain rope. And then the brads, I put some little brads here because that's usually what you see with a purse. These are basic gray brads. And then on the pockets, I put some little lace around, and I put some little flowers. And what I did was I actually glued them down on the bottom part and popped them up on the top, so it kind of made it look more like pockets. So when you see it, when it's standing upright. And then put a little bit of tissue paper in. And this size is actually, the size of this purse is actually big enough that you could probably put in like some Bed Bath & Beyond. I mean, it'll hold a lot of good stuff in here. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and hopefully I'll have many more to come. And please come back and see me again. All right, thanks. Have a great night. Bye.